ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਿੱਖ ਵੀਰ ਜਵਾਨੋ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਤੋਂ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਵਾਰ ਦਿਓ। ਅੱਜ ਪੰਥ ਬੜਾ ਕਰਜਾਈਏ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਕਰਜ਼ ਉਤਾਰ ਦਿਓ। ਸਿੱਖ ਵੀਰ ਜਵਾਨੋ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਤੋਂ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਵਾਰ ਦਿਓ। ਅੱਜ ਪੰਥ ਬੜਾ ਕਰਜਾਈਏ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਕਰਜ਼ ਉਤਾਰ ਦਿਓ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੇਰੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਤੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੇਰੀ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਤੇ ਹੱਲੇ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੇਮੀ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੜ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਕਸਾਈ ਕੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਕਵਿਤਾ ਸੁਣੀ ਆ ਭਾਈ ਗੁਰਸ਼ਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਧਰਮ ਯੁੱਧ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਦੇ ਬਗੈਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਗਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ।
Yeah, it is a very beautiful kavita that was sung by Bhai Gurshan Singh.
Yeah, that's true, man. ਇਹ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਕਵਿਤਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਜ਼ਬਾ ਹੀ ਦੇ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕੌਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, like gets you energized within the qawm too.
Yeah, I mean, whatever he's saying in the kavita, it's true. You know, it's time for the qawm to wake up.
Yeah, that's true. So this series of Azaad Mike is a podcast. We'll explore Sikh history, Punjab's rich history, and the demand of free Punjab and free Kashmir, and many more topics. Within this podcast, we will be defining of Indian government, of what they're doing, of one language, one nation. And today I have Ramandeep Singh Pandal. What do you want to say about this, Ramandeep, of this one language, one nation thing?
One language, one nation is basically imposing their own ideology on, you know, when we talk about democracy, it's supposed to be all people and everyone has the right to their own religion and own language and everything. And imposing something that you believe in on someone else is totally wrong.
That's right. I agree with that. Because when it comes to minorities within India, this what creates indigenous people by having statements like this. One language, one nation. You can see Gurdass Mann's act too. What happened in Canada? Have you seen that video?
Yes, I have. I mean, you could totally see from his
perspective that
perspective or point of view, you know, whatever he said on stage, that
he's pretty much carrying the RSS and BJP's agenda. That's what it is.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, recently utto pinno byan aaya saga Amit Shah da, where he said one nation, one language.
Yeah.
And then utto baad chi tusi dekh sakde ho, ਉਹਨੇ ਗੁਰਦਾਸ ਮਾਨ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਉਹਨੇ, ਮਤਲਬ even on stage.
Yeah.
ਤੇ ਜੋ ਉਹਨੇ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਵਰਤੀ ਸਟੇਜ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, that was very wrong, I would say, you know.
Also, what do you think about Ramandeep, about Gurdass Mann? ਚਲੋ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਚਲੋ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਹਿਤਾ ਭਾਰਤ ਮਾਤਾ ਆ ਸਾਡੀ, ਮਾਸੀ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ. Let's keep that aside. What about where he messed up, when he was doing Guru Gobind Singh Ji's shabd and put Desh Bhai with it?
Yeah, they ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਆ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ, ਤੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਸੇਵਾ ਬਰਮੋਏ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਐਂਡ ਤੇ ਐਡ ਕੀਤਾ, that was wrong, you know. I mean, you can't just mix everything up, because for us that shabd is you know, it means a lot.
Yeah, it was kind of hurting to see like a folk culture guy doing that, and also
well, you know, I've also heard from other people, you know, I've watched videos on his you know, like, you know, people's reaction on what he said, and you know, they were saying that he doesn't know how to sing. You know, I remember this one video, the lady was like, he doesn't know how to sing, because, you know, he mixes everything up, and you know, which is very hurtful, you know, the way he did the shabd, and then he mixed up what he said at the end.
That's true. Also, if you think about it, when we talk about sovereign nation, this type of things, people pull the youth, the Punjab Nojawani, everyone, like even family members, like, hey, you know, they emphasize these type of people to be up front to promote this type of stuff, and then in the back, like there will be no support when it comes to sovereignty.
Well, the thing is that I believe that, from my opinion, I think the government uses these kind of peoples like with like, popularity, with fan following.
Yeah.
So like they could get the message out, basically.
Also, I remember KPS Gill during the 19 eras when he was doing the butcher, the massive killing of Sikh youth. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੂੰ ਨੌਜਵਾਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਬਦਲਾ ਕਰੀਏ, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੁਛ CM ਬੇਅੰਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੇ conversation ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੁੱਕਦੇ, which is true. We never quit, we will settle, never we will stop. We will keep fighting for sovereignty until the last breath, and oncoming generations will too.
Yeah, that is the aspect of the Khalsa.
Yeah,
the Khalsa has always raised a voice against injustice, and I would say that was one core point of the Khalsa, is to be free.
That's true, but the thing was that KPS Gill recognized that. So what he did was a mind manipulative game. He promoted Bhangra.
Yeah, and then also music that he sang. Yeah, if you now we're gonna go back to Gurdass Mann again.
Yeah,
but he sang that one song. I forgot the name of it, where like he talks about Punjab, Kar di sharab ho gayi, something like that. And that came out around that time to motivate the youth to not talk about sovereign nation, not talk about Khalistan, not talk about saying shaheeds, and talk about this like culture that they made up, basically, of like drugs and sharab and Bhangra and everything. I mean that is totally wrong,
Yeah, but at the aspect of Sikh Qaum right now, where we, from the past, from 1980s before that, we were always a soldier. We were fighting Qaum. We never had this type of environment.
We have
that type of things.
We have always been a Sant and Spai.
Yeah.
So, I have a quote right here. It was by Plato. He says that musical innovation is full of danger to the states. For when modes of music changes, the fundamental laws of the state always change with them. So music plays a very big role. Either music could be used to inspire the youth into like, talking about sovereign nation, like, Tardivara and everything.
Yeah.
And then it could be also used to take the youth off of the path.
That is true. Well, we can see that as you can see on Twitter, like a lot of people like supporting Gurdass Mann. Oh, so what if he made one mistake? Like, this is not his first mistake. You can see.
Yeah, you can see his pictures with
KPS Gill's son,
KPS
which is like,
Gill,
wow.
Yeah. No, you could see his pictures with KPS Gill himself.
Oh yeah, he promoted that one movie. I think, what was it? A song? Whatever he promoted he was standing with KPS Gill.
Yeah.
When he should understand the aspect that in Punjab the नौजवान काफी मारे ने under Beyant Singh's hukum. And let me refer back to that statement. So Beyant Singh, KPS Gill had a meeting and they wanted these type of activities to be promoted as much as possible. So what they put was one time Kuldeep Monica was coming from another program, he was sat with KPS Gill in a helicopter. You can we can get that file out for anyone who wants to know. But at the same time, if you think about it, the folk Punjabi,
Punjabi music,
are created by these type of people to distract the oncoming generations.
Yeah, that is totally true. I mean, this podcast is turning into a Gurdass Mann type of podcast, but we should focus on, what we're trying to say is that, music could be used as a weapon.
Yeah, that's one of their weapons. We're just clarifying it.
Yeah. But basically, our whole series is gonna be talking about Punjab and its various problems and issues that are going on, and this is one of the problem as well.
Well, within this series, we're gonna have a massive host of like Kharagpur Singh's 1984 genocide, family of shaheeds, even oncoming future activists who wants to be enrolled within the Khalsa Panth. Especially one of the biggest topics, Sikhs for Justice Referendum 2020. What is it and what is it about? Yeah. We will talk to Gurdass Singh Pannu too, hopefully soon within the series. And we should have more knowledge of Punjab and how it can be saved from crisis.
Thing is that we need a sovereign nation.
Why do you think we need a sovereign nation? Because, like, okay, I'm, to be honest, I support sovereign nation too, but we have a different mindset. Viewers don't have a different mindset. So why do you think we need a sovereign nation? What's the need of it? What's gonna happen?
Well, there are various reasons why we need a sovereign nation. Now, if we go back to how we were talking about one nation and one language,
Yeah.
they have been, now when I say they, the Indian government has been promoting this for a while, and they are trying their best to get rid of Sikhs. You could see from the beginning that now we got to make people understand that Punjab is not a state. Punjab was a country, is a country, but it is under the occupation of the Indian government.
When was this? This 1947?
Yeah, 1947. Yeah. Even before, when the British came in and they annexed the nation of Punjab.
Yeah.
After that, the demand for a sovereign Punjab has been constant. Ever since the British annexed it. So you could see that after the partition in 1947, that demand for a Punjabi Suba came in.
Yeah.
So you could see from that pattern that Sikhs always had that demand to be free, because Khalsa doesn't live under a like foreign government or like another government. It's either free or it's trying to be free.
Wow, that's a very big statement, because when we talk about Punjab's nation, everyone thinks it's under India. When we talk to common people, like, oh, we're from Punjab, they're like, oh, you mean in India? But they don't understand the aspect that India been hiding a dirty secret the whole time. Talking about dirty secrets, let's talk about 1984 genocide while we at it.
Yeah, 1984 genocide. I'm pretty sure everyone in the world knows.
Let me rephrase that. What India government's dirty secret within their eyes was 1984 Sikh riots. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, they labeled that manslaughter, basically slaughter of Sikhs, as riots. Riots are when you for example pick up a stick and you go out and you like destroy the property or cars or buildings or something. Those are riots. Yeah. But when you kill someone,
Also, I want to conclude that. Sorry to interrupt you, but when we talk about riots, that means like two groups are fighting with each other.
Yeah.
Within, like, there's a certain power that another groups have that are attacking at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we can say LA riots, because back then, in California, LA riots, so there was like one person fighting on the other side, another person was fighting on the other side. It was a clash between us, but this was not a clash. This was
a systematic genocide of Sikhs.
I agree.
Let's just say. And you could see from like, if you search up the internet, I'm pretty sure that the first things that are going to pop up that like these are riots or like, these are just that like it was the fault of our Santa Janelle Singh, and all that fake news basically. And then when like a person who like doesn't know about the history of 1984, they search it up and they like get into it. They think that whatever for example, the India Today or the Times of India is saying, that they're a credible source.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Well, if we talk about credible source within the United Nations, they have a chart of labeling the news media. India is 138th country at 150 countries that tell true propaganda of news. Otherwise, everything is freaking false.
Yeah, if you look at news,
which is sad at the same time, because ਆਪਣੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਹੀ ਆ ਪੱਕੀ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨੂੰ I read Aaj Tak, I read Amritsar Times, they read all that, but they don't even know the general knowledge that India is a 138th media of line.
Their media is like run by the government basically. No matter how much they deny it, it is run by the government.
Well, we can also say it's not a democratic system then too. It's monarchy.
Yeah, you could. No, not really monarchy. You could say that it's a fascist democracy.
Well, we can say that too.
Yeah, where it's just to show that it's a democracy. I mean, देखो उन्होंने थाड़ा किन्ना कत्लेआम कीता, फिर भी वो दुनिया दे विच अपने आप नू largest democracy खवांदे आ.
Exactly. Not not even Sikhs, but more minorities within India's too. Christianity,
Yeah,
Muslims,
they
Kashmiris right now.
they are also being prosecuted.
Yeah.
You could see what happened in Kashmir. Kashmir is on a lockdown.
I have a question.
Mhm.
ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਸ਼ਮੀਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, don't you think the sovereign nation of Kashmir belongs to the Khalsa Pantha too?
Yeah, as in Maharaja Ranjit Singh. If you look at the old map of Punjab, then Kashmir was also part of it, and yeah, then you could say that. But
Yeah.
you know, they demand their own nation now because they're people.
Because these are signs of
they feel-
Raj too.
Yeah, you could see that signs of Raj, but you know, they
Because if you
demand.
think about it, within British, let's just say Kashmir Bandiaga, right?
Yeah.
Within 1947, same thing as Punjab. That's what Kashmir is going through. But everybody was successful and happy within Kashmir, Punjab, and other like Shayad Afghanistan too. Jithe Maharaja Ranjit Singh da Raj siga.
Yeah.
So we need to understand the aspect that Sikh ruling is one of the best rulings ever.
Yeah, because that is the true form of democracy. You could say. You know, we don't really have a name for that form of government.
That is true.
Some people-
like, if you think about it, we had Baba Banda Singh Bahadur Raj. We had the Shahid Ali Misran Raj, right? Too?
It's like sort of-
Raj too.
It's sort of mixture with monarchy and like democracy.
Democracy.
So
which is
they
the
don't.
beauty.
Yeah, that is the beauty. But I remember that I was listening to Balbir Singh Bharpur's speech,
Which
and
one?
his famous speech at
Manji Sahib Diwan Hall?
Hanji at Manji
Ji.
Sahib Diwan Hall, and he said in there that a king is supposed to be religious. Basically, Sikhi and politics go together. You know how they say church and state don't go together, but that's just church and state.
Mm.
Sikhi and politics go together because you could see from the history of Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji when they were wearing the meeti piri, and from there this ideology comes through that Sikhi and politics go together. You could look at the Akal Takht Sahib. You could look at the way the Akal Takht Sahib's complex is.
Mm.
So from that, I don't know where modern Sikhs get this. I'm pretty sure they learn from the church and state, but that's only church and state. We're talking about Sikhs and politics. They go hand in hand. So you can look at from the hukams of Guru Gobind Singh Ji when he says that focus on politics. That was also one of the hukams of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj.
That's true. So when we talk about Raj, Raj di gal karti, and the 1984 genocide was a clear action by Indian government.
Yeah, it was a slaughter of Sikhs.
A slaughter of Sikhs.
Yeah, it was a genocide.
But how? Okay, so we know the process of how genocide was opposed within United Nations by Sikhs for Justice. Gurdass Singh Pannu, the legal advisor of that team,
Yes.
they put effort within this petitions, congressman talk, Connecticut, going all over the state, and then recognizing this worldwide genocide. Even Mahabharata, India government, they accepted that too. What's his face? Rajnath Niga.
Yeah.
He said it was not a rights, it was a genocide. Instead, confesses Rajnath United, a Home Minister of India, New Delhi, December 26, 2014. So this is big.
Yeah, because the truth always prevails. You know, you can't hide
So-
truth.
At the international level, this type of talk and a Home Minister confesses his own mistake is a win for the Sikh Qawm.
I would say it's a part of the win.
Not
We're
a full
just-
win, but
Yeah.
ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮੁਹਿੰਮ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ ਕਿ 1984 ਸਿੱਖ ਰਾਈਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੰਦ ਕਰਨਾ, that's what happened. Because to be honest, ਕਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰਕ used to say ਸਿੱਖ ਦੰਗੇ.
Yeah, but, you know, I've noticed that even Sikh students over here in America, Canada, or worldwide, you know, they talk about genocide. But
No, they used to talk about rights.
yeah, they
Until 20
they talked about riots
riots.
and then they talked about genocide. But even till this day, it's been 35 years since the attack on Harmandir Sahib. These students are just talking about genocide. There's no groundwork. They need to get involved in this movement that we're talking about the referendum. You know, they need to be active. They need to raise their voice.
Well, not just a referendum. You can talk about anything. Just have
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
have
Just
something.
just raise a voice for Khalistan.
Because the aspect of ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਹੈ ਭਾਈ ਭੂਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਦੀ ਸਪੀਚ ਜਿੰਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਮੰਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਵਾਨਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਉੱਠਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਬੁੜੇ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਛ ਕਰਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ
Yeah, basically that's what he was referring
that's what he's
to.
referring to. That's what the conclusion was, and you can see the bode on the stage like, what the heck this guy just said.
Because youth is the backbone of all freedom movements.
If we think about youth within the Khalistan Sanghasha, All India Sikh Youth Federation, right? What then? All India Sikh Youth Federation during that time they wanted to stay within India but with equal rights.
Yeah,
but ਜਦੋਂ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋਇਆ they changed the whole name. They say All Student Sikh Youth Federation.
Okay.
They took India out ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸੰਤ ਬਾਬਾ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਕਹਿਤਾ ਕਿ ਲਾਈਨ ਖਿੱਚ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਜਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਧਰ ਖਾਲਿਸਤਾਨੀ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਹਾਭਾਰਤ ਹੋਣਗੇ during the Darbar Sahib attack. He's like, if they attack, that's the knee pathar of Khalistan.
Yes.
And then the declaration was in 1986, which you will talk about the next podcast about this.
Yeah,
okay?
absolutely. Yeah. So this podcast is going to go on for a while.
Yeah, this is just a little warm up.
Yeah, we're going to talk about several topics. You know how we said about Punjab.
And we need
about sovereignty, about Singh Shaheeds, and about the issues of Punjab, like, you know, even including the Indian government, what they say and their statements and everything.
Also, we need to recognize to do some ground level work. We could talk about that soon. And
yes.
Within study, because we have to study and then we have to propose. That's what it is. That's what everything's about. And we do request our Nojawan, like, hey, just do something, you know, within college university, have some type of moment. Because if you think about it, Gurdass Singh Saraba started in use, lived in Stockton, California, went to UC Berkeley on a cycle, on a bike. That's dedication.
Yeah, on a bicycle.
ਵੀ ਕਹੀ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਗੈਸ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਪਏ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਛੱਡ ਪਾਣਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਨ ਜਾਣਾ. But then at the same time, we need to look at the aspect of our shaheeds and the people who wanted a sovereign nation for Punjab, for us, for the people.
Yeah, where we are today is because of those Singh Shaheeds.
Yeah, that's true.
When we go to Harmandir Sahib, don't look at the marble, don't look at the gold, but look at the blood that was spilled there.
Exactly.
For us to be here, for us to raise this voice, it's because of them.
Also,
this movement, I would say, was started by Guru Nanak Dev Ji himself.
Yeah, that's true.
He raised a voice for injustice. He raised a voice against the normality that was going on during that time, wearing a jano, wearing those rituals and everything. And this voice against injustice comes from Guru Nanak Dev Ji himself, all throughout the Gurus, throughout the Singh Shaheeds. So this voice to raise against injustice and sovereignty and to gain sovereignty is the voice of the Gurus, the voice of the Singhs, the voice of those that has been slaughtered.
Yeah, that's true. And then if we think about Harmandir Sahib aspect, ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਮੁਗਲਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਹਮਲਾ.
Yes.
British hukumat ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ. But India government has done more damage than the Mughal and the British Empire together. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 4 ਵਾਰੀ ਹਰਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਅਟੈਕ ਕੀਤਾ. We can emphasize this later on because
the thing was that Mughals attacked physically. There are many attacks going on by the Indian government right now, which we would talk in the next podcast.
There's a lot of
regarding about how, you know, what kind of attacks we're talking about on Sikhism.
Also, if we think about it, I was just talking about the general aspect of Darbar Sahib itself. ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਫੌਜ ਆਈ ਸੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜਾਵੇ 1955 ਚ ਵੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਆਪਣਾ 1984 ਸਿੱਖ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਲੂ ਸਟਾਰ ਰਾਈਟ. ਫਿਰ ਉਦੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ KPS ਗਿੱਲ ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ SSP ਸੀਗੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੌਧ ਦਾ ਭੁੱਖ ਸੀਗਾ who wanted to be hyped, they attacked Darbar Sahib too to end the Sikh Homes Abad.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna come to an end, but I want to ask you a few things that happening in November.
Ji.
ਇੱਕ ਨਾ Geneva ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ convention ਰੱਖੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ against genocide in Punjab and Kashmir. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great way to get our message out.
Do you want to say anything to the Sikh youth or anyone listening?
There's actually a march and a convention.
Oh, it's a march?
It's the same thing. It's a Geneva march.
Mm-hmm.
So I they're gonna start the march, and then they're gonna go to the Geneva in the United Nations in Geneva, and it's gonna be on November 1st in 2019. November 1st, and I would pledge that every Sikh that's listening, young or old, should go there and participate. Basically, it's to raise our voice against that. We demand justice and we need sovereignty. So I think this is a very good. I would say it's a very good way to raise awareness.
Also, ਹੁਣ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਚਲੋ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਯੂਰਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੇ ਇੰਗਲੈਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 16 ਘੰਟੇ ਆ, we urge everyone to be a part of this movement, because this is history right here, because this is the first time having Punjab Sikh, right, and Kashmir Sikh to be alliance together. ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਹਮਦਰਦੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨਾਲ. ਤੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਰਮਨਦੀਪ, there's a weekly program at Yuba City, California. What's that about?
There's actually a Nagar Kirtan coming up. It's I believe a second largest Nagar Kirtan in the world.
Is it?
I think so, yeah. After the Sari Nagar Kirtan, it's the second largest in, like, you could say, like, the foreign countries, like Western countries. And we are we are gonna set up a booth over there, and we request all Singarniya to come out there and show support. It's a referendum booth, so it's gonna be Monday to Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is November 1st, November 2nd, and November 3rd is the Nagar Kirtan. So we're gonna be setting up a booth and stage, and then also some sings from Referendum 2020 are gonna be giving speeches as well, informing the Sangat about the referendum. And so like, we request the Sangat to come out there.
That's a very good thing that you guys are still having awareness within international level. Kadi Geneva de vich, kadi California de vich, and then hopefully, let me just get the timing out. Monday through Thursday, 1 o'clock to 9 p.m. And Friday is going to be 12 o'clock to 11 p.m. The Sunday da jela swear the program hunda 8 to 6 baje tak.
Yeah, so basically someone's going to be there at the booth all day.
This is at the booth, and if you need any questions, we will post the booth information soon.
Yes, we will.
Yes, well. All right, sounds good. Bulao Fateh ji.
Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh.
ਅੱਜ ਪੰਥ ਬੜਾ ਕਰ ਜਾਈ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਕਰਜ਼ ਉਤਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਬਲੀਦਾਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਵੇਂ ਨੇ ਬਲੀਦਾਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਵੇਂ ਨੇ ਹਿੰਦੂਆਂ ਦੇ ਦੁੱਖ ਨਿਵਾਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ ਸ਼ਹਾਦਤ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਮੁਗਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਰਾਜ ਸਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਸਿੱਖ ਵੀਰ ਜਵਾਨੋ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਤੋਂ ਜਵਾਨੀ ਵਾਰ ਦਿਓ ਅੱਜ ਪੰਥ ਬੜਾ ਕਰ ਜਾਈ ਸਿਰ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਕਰਜ਼ ਉਚਾਰ ਦਿਓ